Good morning, guys. Wherever you're joining us from, welcome to FYI. For your information, it's the 21st day of September already. Believe it or not, the 21st day of September. We are happy that you guys are here, and we hope that you have hit the ground running, receiving on with us. Kyle Bino and Jolly Anderson. Debbie Collins is here as well. Debs, how are you doing? Annette is here too, and Kyle Bino, Brandy Anderson, and a whole lot of other folks. Share the live, smash that emoji button with us, folks. We got so much to cover this morning. We hope that you guys are great. And if any one of you are under the weather, we hope and we trust that you guys feel better soon. Please and thank you. That is our hope for all of you that you hit the ground running this morning. Oh, the sun is always on your shoulders and the road, they say, rise to reach your foot. That's why you know you're big, you know. Folks, I hope you guys started the morning well. It's good to start the day with a little devotion. I usually start with little TD Jakes, get some preaching down in my spirit. And then you start the day, you fired up and ready to go. My wife is not so much of a morning person, so I'm up first, getting things set, and then she follows, making sure that they're looking tip-top shape. And I'm going to be having a cup of tea now. You see that? Tip-top shape. Service like that out in these parts, folks. Service like that. Nice time. Love it, love it, love it. Nice time. We're happy that you folks are here with us. Tommy Gibbs is here. Siobhan and Edward Brooms is on with us this morning. I have Natasha Congress is here as well. I have says always start with God. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Always, always start with God. Yeah, yeah. I find it sets your day up for a lot of little wins, Start your day right. You reflect on the Creator. Right? You're in a nice place. All ain't got to be well. All ain't got to be well. But see, you start the day with Father. Nice time. Nice time. Good to see so many of you on with us this morning. Guys, do let us know if you're hearing us. The technicians on duty, that is. Not everybody. The technicians who are on duty. Do let us know if you're hearing us clearly. We want to be heard clearly, folks. And let us know if you're seeing us clearly as well. We're going to make sure that our end, that we are shared to all of the credible, valid places. Folks, we are wrapping up our stay here in South Carolina, and we are preparing to head up to Washington. Wheels up in another couple of days, and we're in Washington. And folks, and shortly after that, we're back on familiar territory. Shortly after that, who no? Who no? Look, we have to touch base with Dr. Shamar Ali to get the back channels. Haven't heard from Doc in a little bit, but we need the back channels, folks. We can't do without the back channels. We're good to see so many of you on the live this morning. Thanks to all of those of you who watched us last night across social media. We had about 4,500 persons watching us across our social media channels. We can see it from the back end where we are, and you guys might just be seeing who's showing up on whatever Facebook profile or page you're joining us from. But we can see it from the back end, those who are joining us from YouTube and Twitter and all the other places. And folks, we are so privileged. We are so privileged, to help to shape opinions, to help to set the agenda, folks. We are so privileged. So good to see so many of you. Apart from that, you folks, Verna Alexander and Stacey and Soul, Karen, Jug Mohan, all of you folks help to make these programs what they are. If you find any value in them, it's thanks to you who come, because we know while one show is happening here, you're in the comment section having another show. Fidel Albert, I said to miss the half of it last night. Debbie Collins, Orwin Dawn, Tommy Gibbs. Y'all are the real MVPs of this program, because it's not because of me that them boys, frighten these programs, because y'all keep showing up in these numbers. You see, y'all keep showing up in these numbers. 4 minutes in the program, we don't have over 300 persons joining us already. Lola Lancaster, good to see you guys there, and Julian Bowman, good to see you there as well. And I see Brent has given us a contribution there. I saw Elizabeth Narain's comment, and I get a little Basidi. Brent, thank you for that contribution. Brent has given us a contribution, and folks, when you can contribute. Let me put it from that standpoint. You can contribute to our programs live when we are on air on YouTube, especially in the comment section, there is a dollar sign. You click on that dollar sign, folks. It asks you to make a purchase somewhere, somehow. And, folks, it's going to allow you to do precisely that, to contribute to our program in real time. I think I'm going to drop a link into where persons who have a debit or credit card can also contribute to our program anytime. Anytime. Right now, some of y'all owe us. Folks, when I say things like that, don't take us too seriously. Right? But y'all owe us. We got quite a few things to share with you, folks. Valid, credible information. Y'all can buy the papers this morning or not. You can buy these newspapers we're selling or not. Huh? We're gonna have some of that for you. But I hope that you guys, you got up in a fantastic mood this morning. You hit your ground running. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Please and thank you. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Irfan, the clown from Good Morning Britain. Don't let anybody steal your joy, folks. Please and thanks. We got a lot to share with you guys this morning. And stick around. Pull up a cup of something with us. That's some lovely coffee here. Aye, that's the thing, South. Lovely coffee at this end, folks. I'm watching some brownies across the counter, watching some bananas also. We got we thing. Y'all don't worry us. We're going to drop a link shortly there where others can, again, contribute to our broadcast. Let me see if I find it quickly. Maybe I can do it from my end. We're dealing with all kinds of folks, remotely and otherwise. Let me see if I can do it from here. Yeah, I see it here. Folks. So I'm going to drop this link in. And those of you who have a debit or a credit card, we got to do this more consistently because we ain't got it like that. We got it. You hear? We got it, folks. But we haven't got it like that. I'm doing this on the fly. Didn't plan to do it, but as I saw the lovely folks contributing, so let me jump on. And we're going to drop that in there. And if you click on that, folks, I'm going to pin it to our page. If you click on that, it is going to allow you to send us a contribution using your debit or your credit card. It's going to allow you to do that. And I'm going to pin it. I'm going to make sure that we pin it also on our YouTube channel, on our channel on YouTube, folks. And I want to thank all of you who are joining us from on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to make sure we pin this. Yeah. So if you have a debit or a credit card, and folks, I don't want y'all to believe, this them fancy church, you got to throw a big offering and so on. Every bit helps. If all you got in your debit and your credit card is a $5 or $10, folks, we are an equal accepted program. Equal employment opportunity. No, this is equal accepted program. We don't care how much you guys have, however little or however much, right? Because we do these programs on such a consistent basis, there is always need for finances to do something, to fix something, to advance the cause. You don't come out here heading to Washington for free, folks. You don't do it, all right? And half of that is in our pockets because we want to keep bringing you folks valid, credible information. This is not like a long time. If you live in some far from place, you're getting the news late, and still some people still getting the news late. Sometimes by the time the newspapers meet to deep south in the Rupununi, it's 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later. We don't have time for that. This is new age, folks. It's the WhatsApp age. Quick. We want to bring to you what's happening. Look, yesterday, when we finished our program yesterday morning, we put out about 5 or 6 articles and other things that were happening. Because you can't wait till we come back in the night. So all of that is big, And when we get back on the ground in Georgetown, we're gonna start our podcast back. We couldn't do it because we're shifting around so much when we leave the program in the morning. We in one place. We out there hustling, doing several things again. all aim at advancing our program, expanding, building out, building it stronger, building it to last. All that we're doing. So we couldn't dedicate the time to get our podcast done during the middays. But once we get back on the ground in GT, we're gonna be starting back our podcast during the lunch hour. So we on in the morning, we on in the midday, we on in the evenings as well, and also we have our website that we put out information on during those breaks. So you can always be informed what is happening at home and what is happening abroad as well. Good to see Dolly Anderson on the live and Isan Duke on the live as well. Good to see Karen McPherson is here and Erwin and JG is here. Folks, welcome. Pull up a cup of something. Don't come empty-handed, please. Don't come empty-handed. My host at my host, plural, the whole family, they have a whole fantastic cup. Right? I come for a little bit, but I feel like I'm gonna move in. Folks, I feel like I'll have to move it. Again, guys, good to see you on the line. Amanda Kendall and Sheridan Tendry, Isan, and all the other folks, Diane Abrams, all the other folks joining us this morning. Welcome. I really want to say thank you to my host at this end. It isn't easy hosting a person like me. A botheration, bad and a miserable. Imagine you have me to put up with for weeks on end. That's not an easy person. I can tell you that. Right? Before my wife tell you, I can tell you, I ain't easy. I bad for so. You see? Rude for so. You see? So I want to thank my host, plural. You know, this family, they have that thing there, that oomph to deal with, you know, some hard nuts that comes through every now and again. Please and thank you. I'm thankful for them. They squeeze me in. They squeeze me in. I have to, you know, pay out the pocket some hotel for all this time here. Folks, going back home looking thin. Going back home looking thin. Marcy Agard. But that being said, folks, I want to wish one of my favorite persons happy birthday. She hails all the way from Kokwani. Fantastic young lady who embraced me into their family. Right? I'm speaking here about Claudine LaRose Duqua. Folks, let us wish Claudine a fantastic birthday. Claudine is one of those persons who have a big heart. You know, a big heart. And from the minute I met Claudine, she didn't say you was an outside child. She said you was part of this family here. She comes from a fantastic family in Kokwani. Lovely people. Large-hearted, good-natured, very funny, very witty. I want to wish Claudine a happy birthday today and every other day because she's such a special person. So happy birthday, Claudine, and whoever else might be celebrating a birthday this week, celebrating a birthday and anniversary this week, right? We want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary. You're in a relationship that lasts long these days. You're in a relationship for 1 year, that's like the new 10-year. Right? A year now is like the new 10. People are making it. If you're celebrating an anniversary this week, this month, the anniversary. Whether it's a birthday anniversary, wedding, you know, hook up, match up, touch up, anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Right? And if you've been married for a long time, I'll marry you. You know, God bless you. Right? I've been married 36 months now. God, it was years. Hold on, man. I've been married for a little while, you know. It isn't easy. Right? It isn't easy. My wife is not an easy person. I'm fabulous, of course. But my wife is not an easy person. Right? I thought the boy, we're here. Good to see you, Brenda. Folks, let's get into some of the reasons why you're actually here. Now they hear me talk about what nice a person my wife is. You see? Nice time. Good to have each and every one of you good folks on the live this morning. If I could only find the notes, I'd be a better person. If I could only find the notes this morning, I'd be a far better person. Welcome to all of you joining us on the live. You all know how we see it. Grace Noel, Jolly Anderson, right? Claudine LaRose Ducroix, happy birthday, Claudine. You know, we are better off. We are better off for people like Claudine. You know, they balance out miserable botheration people like me. So, Claudine, happy birthday. We hope you spend it well. We hope that they pamper you there, whether you're in Kokwani at this hour or you ventured out a little further for the birthday. Happy birthday. However you spend the birthday, we hope that you enjoy to the max. You enjoy, and I hope that this is the beginning of a definitive new year in your life by God's grace. By God's grace. Welcome to FYI, folks. I've done talk with the morning papers. Look, some of the things we're following. Some of the things we're following on the home front, folks, in the morning papers. 4 men remanded for a robbery. I'm happy the police doing some work. $6.3 million robbery. This was in Kitty around the 15th, I think, of September. Right? Went through the notes earlier, and I kind of remember some of it. Around the 15th of September, they have been remanded over this $6.1 million knife point. Them buzzers that can't afford the guns now, things too tight. Knife point robbery. I'm happy with this here. You see the robbery there in Region 6? The 50 million. How come we get a cent back yet? Suspects have been held. And all manner of things, not a cent has been recovered. Right? Not a cent. 50 million from the RDC office, Region 6. But I'm happy. At least a little police work been done. They said these 4 have been charged for the $6.3 million robbery. You know, I tell you all, we look for the little good that's happening. So I want to thank the Guyana Police Force for the police work that they're doing. Some people still working. It's not everybody. Some people are still working. Camille, what's happening with this 50 million missing by you side here? Camille is a very hard-working councillor from Region 6, and we love her to the bone. What's happening with the 50 million by you side, Camille? Huh? How can the boys recover none of this money yet? 50 million. I could see that boys in Christmas time. Oh yeah, it's happening. This is Christmas time. But we're watching that too. A car with over 100 pounds of ganja intercepted by police after chase. Yeah. A little police work being done. But it's in the 50 million. Let us go after the intellectual office. A lot of people say it's inside work. A lot of people have said is inside work. Who no? Inside work. I'm not telling you what I don't know. You see, we on the ground and our hands on the pulse of what is happening. You ever felt your own pulse? It's a very, very unique feeling to hear your own heart beating like that. Right? You have to know to do it right. Good. Our hands on the pulse. And that's what the folks are saying on the ground, folks. This ground is people with roots. We're on the ground. The folks say that 50 million missing inside. Deborah Pearson said, you ain't gonna hear nothing else. Deborah Pearson said, you ain't gonna hear nothing else. Right? Camille Cox, our counselor there in Region 6, says, Tuesday the money come, Wednesday the money gone. Tuesday the money came, 50 million. Wednesday the money gone. Yeah, we're watching that. The DPP has recommended charges against Samantha Singh. And you would have heard us dealt with this issue before, this issue of Samantha Singh and the allegations that were made against her. She is being represented by a battery of lawyers, and several damning allegations were made that Samantha Singh was given a certain amount of money, subcontracted for a job at the Cliff Anderson Sports Club, where I think we call it a special kind of glass was supposed to be procured. And Samantha Singh, it is alleged, they say, fraudulently converted the sum of $4 million to her own use. Right? I don't know the history, whether Samantha Singh glass business, whether this is her first job or what have you. But see this government, we can't do nothing right, you know. We can't do nothing right. Not one thing we can do right. This sports hall is under rehabilitation since the year start. We can't finish since the year start. And we going, and we going, and we going. Now I'm certain this 4 million story here with Sebastian is a further delay in that project. And I don't know Samantha, who she come from, who she belong to. But what I know is that the Chinese people, Andrew Cuthbert, keeps being shortchanged all the time and all the while. Our Chinese brothers and sisters. And that's the travesty that we have. I know 800 plus of you, now 900 locked in our broadcast. Don't be so locked in, you can't share the light. Right? Convert the attention now and give us a share. Folks, we want others to get valid, credible information. I don't know Samantha where she come from, how she get to work. Why Samantha and not anybody else? I sure may have had other people who would have applied, competed for whatever bids Samantha may have responded to. Catch your hand. Now is this whole story that she fraudulently converted this $4 million and didn't deliver on what apparently she was allegedly contracted to deliver. Like nothing in Ramsden hand and functioning. Like Ramsden is a banyan tree. You all followed our broadcast yesterday morning when we were walking through some of the setbacks we've had in national sports. Like Ramsden is what Ramjitan talk about. Like Ramsden is a banyan tree. I want to say hello to my family this morning. Alison Duncan, I see you on the live, Alison. I see you. Family. We see you, Alison. Yeah. Alison on the live this morning. I know Alison's going to help us to share valid and credible information. I didn't know how Samantha Singh get it work. But she run into banyan tree. Ramson, nothing grows. Look the complaints with the National Stadium. Look the complaint with Lenora Stadium. Look the complaints we've had. And now, you got the setbacks now at Cliff Anderson Sports Club. It will lead one to the ineluctable conclusion. Banyan tree. In my camera's voice. Banyan tree. Nothing working on the Ramson. And by extension, under the government. And nothing happened, you know. Anybody else in any other part of the world who had presented such embarrassment to the administration would have been given the boot. But see, friends, family, and favorites. Huh? You see that? They're thicker than water. It's not blood. Friends, family, and favorites, and flatterers. It's thicker than water. Thicker than water. So take the opportunity there for a moment and share the live. We want others to get valid, credible information. Armor gun in 6 and wrong by Camille side back now. Apparently he blocking people, him or his agents, allegedly. One fellow took to the papers this morning, wrote a long letter. He said Armor gun was claiming the Quarantine River and something is owned by Guyana and is Rio, not a blade of grass. And when he brought some clarification to the matter at hand, he was blocked. Why the regional chairman blocking people from the Facebook page and profile and so on? I try to pick up bigger things to focus on, like the 50 million that we can't find. That them boys gone with. Huh? Like the Johns, Port Morant, NDC overseer. Who got the fake people? Who got the phantoms on the payroll? And who the region said that I can circle back to the one. We got to unpack the one a little later on. The phantoms on the payroll. Right? You got to get some of these people to work with this contract in the cemetery. George Young, the cemetery road contract. Rehabilitation project there. Because them afraid of spirits in the quarantine corporate rank NDC. I heard the overseer there one time. Because the spirits there in the cemetery road project, they run everybody else, they won't run him. Because we got a spirit on the payroll. But we can come back to that. We're going to come back to that, folks. Run the Gordon, good to see you there. Donna Joseph, Fred Heidekan, good to see you, folks, on the live this morning. I'm so happy that so many of you have chosen to join us this morning. Share the live wherever you're joining us from. Smash that emoji button for us, folks. We got ways to go. We got some ways to go yet, good folks. We got some ways to go yet. A lot of stuff we still have to cover. But we're happy that you folks have chosen to join us. That you folks are here with us this morning. Faith, faith, and power. So those are just some of the headlines that we're following this morning. And in the middle of that, we were saying happy birthday to Claudia Rose Dukwa, celebrating her birthday today. Let's touch perhaps on some of the things that are happening internationally. We can touch region as well, and then we can touch back on the 592, folks. Internationally, you all remember Michael Caine? Huh? You all remember Michael Caine? Michael Caine ran away with one of the girls. You didn't forgive me yet, bastard. But he ran away with one of our girls. You all remember her? Let me see who know the history. I know we got a lot of historians that watch our broadcast. Right? It's who he ran away with. It's not for me. Who he run away with? He ran away with. I've never forgiven him. Happy for her, eh? You get a break. And some of you need a break. Right? And I like she run with the break, eh? She hold on to he for dear life. And hold on to he for dear life. I tell you, some of you, Deborah Pearson, knows your history. Shakira Bash ran away with that beauty queen. A long time ago, never look back. She felt a stone behind, she felt a little salt. Never look back. I try there. I get me countryman. Never look back. Michael Caine says his next film may be his last at 90. 90, not 19. He's looking good with his age, like he got a turtle flesh. He's looking good with his folks. You see when you got a little money? Even if you're ugly, you start looking nice. When you got a little money and you can afford a certain standard of living, healthcare, you don't got jagabats and trench coats to deal with every single day, you're going to look good. But I want you to understand, Kyle, Pamela, and Derek, Orrinda, you know, you had a Dan Sullivan won with a number 1967. It's a long time. Shakira felt a stone, felt some salt, felt some brick behind she. Never look back. Shakira was way ahead of us. She saw them coming. Like how some people saw Trump coming. Mitt Romney saw Trump coming a long way off. Bernie Sanders saw Trump coming a long way off. Shakira saw them jagabats coming. 1967. That's the year there. 1967. According to Dan Sullivan. Now her husband, Michael Caine, says that 90, his next film might be his last before he goes into retirement. Folks, I want to show you this. If at 90, Michael Caine still firing, some of you barely 60, 65. Y'all don't give up on life already. You matter what. You matter what. Folks, one of the things I notice here, Fitzherbert was bear meal to this. Fitzherbert Jerrick lives in Connecticut. You see? Work hard, just went into retirement. Got a whole set of millions. I'm talking about Fitz's whole story now. Got a whole set of millions. Living the life now. One of the things I notice here, Big people, I ain't talking about 60. 60, you won't start teaching yet. Big people here are still active. Commonplaces here, 80-year-old, 85-year-old, still driving themselves, going to the supermarket, enjoying life. Went to the theater to see Equalizer 3 the other day with my wife. I saw a big lady in the theater watching a film. You know, held the door for her to leave the theater. At the end, saw who I assumed to be her husband come to pick her up. People still enjoying life. We go into retirement at 55. We build a rocking chair. We in a house by a window watching life go by. You matter what? You matter what? You now start teaching. Where you going? Where you going? In Guyana, we just walking dead and give space to the PPP. Concede territory to them like they own we and own the country. We walking dead. You get a little 2 weeks off. You spend the 2 weeks cleaning house, folding clothes, and scrubbing step. That's why we still scrubbing step with scraper. You know, you got a bit and you lashing clothes. We don't take little time off for ourselves. Take little time off for we family. Walking dead. Right in the 592, we ain't got to come out. But a lot of places you could go and see. Some of us live in Guyana, we whole life, we never went to Linden. We live we whole life, we never went Barbados. We never crossed the Harbour Bridge. We live in Tongue we whole life. You're mad at what? You should see big people here. Retirement is home in a rocking chair. You're mad at what? I know young. Very active. At 90. At 90, Michael Caine still making movies. Where you going? You better put on a 2-piece of head on a beach and relax yourself. You work your whole life for them by a window in a rocking chair. That's what you're doing with yourself. You better catch yourself quick. You better catch. We just walking dead in Guyana. This is all we know. Walking dead. Your neck back hot, I can take a Malta. It's stress. You ain't going to see a doctor. You ain't got no checkup to do. You and this. The people here different. Since the child start eating, I put in this 5 cents to college. And this is not the first time I raise this issue. You might be able, based on the little earnings we got there, and these jagabats you got to deal with, put aside nothing big. I can put $1 towards this little education thing. But we've been taught, it's the government, it's the government, it's the government. And then these jagabats we got to deal with. Love that dependency. Michael Caine at 90, I now firing. This might be my last film. Some of you done retire at 60. Done retire at 55. Right? And some of you take early retirement too. So you're gone long. You're gone earlier. Caine said, I'm now on the last movie at 90. So I've encouraged folks. I'm encouraged. We know about you. I don't know about you. Let me come quick, folks. Come back in the region. Right? Come back in the region. I watching Shakira Bash. I watching Shakira Bash Caine, because if he close the eye, I'm gonna take one for the team. Lady still looking fantastic. Lady still looking like a beauty queen. And then by the time she inherit them millions that Caine working at 90 for store up there, I take one for the team. She's still a young lady. 80. I don't even know if she touched 80 yet. Still looking fantastic. Right? 80 back on the dating circle. You try that. I take one for the team. You think me want to live nice time too? Huh? You think me want to live nice time too? Think me want a blue book? Who vex? Regionally, folks, regionally. Now, this here, Abiola Hector, we got change pace. I just see a set of smiley faces. For all them emojis, I think in those comments, right? The emojis on the program, I'm looking as lit as the emojis in the comment, right? If you got anything of value out of the program, smash the emoji button. Give me a share now. Gabby out here looking thin. Caine is 19 out here and he looking so thin. Don't Gabby looking thin out here, folks. But regionally, you all know Trinidad's a hot spot, folks. Things transpired in Trinidad Last evening, I think I any place at all. I saw, I think this is Newsday in Trinidad, dubbed it the Midnight Massacre in Arima. Yeah. Midnight Massacre in Arima. If we don't arrest crime at our end, we're going to live in the same way. So the Daily Express in Trinidad, for me, of course, this is my humble opinion. The Express papers in Trinidad, I would equally to the tablet. Fantastic journalism. I love the Guardian too in Trinidad. And then I put the Guardian second, and then Newsday, I put it at third. We got some other publications as well. But that's my lineup. Express, the Guardian in Trinidad, Museum, then I go down the line. Folks, the Daily Express dubbed it the Midnight Massacre in Arima. The bloodbath in Trinidad continued early on Thursday with the execution-style killing of 3 children and a 19-year-old in a crime hotspot in Arima. They were killed in a gun attack on a house in La Retreat Extension, a massacre that also left 5 people wounded. 2 of the injured are children. Dead are Faith Pertikin, 10 years old, Shane Pertikin, 17, Tiffany Pertikin, 19, and Adris Crawford, 17, 4 children massacred in the night. The wounded have been identified as Christian Stevens, 18, James Mohammed, 25, Shanika Pertikin, 21, Ariana Pertikin, 14, and Jemiah Crawford, also 14. This happened about 12:30 a.m. last evening, right? When a man dressed in a hoodie entered a home and began shooting. The report out of the Express in Trinidad says he escaped into the bushes in the northern range. First responders took all 9 to the hospital. 4 died before they got to the hospital. Police officers are trying to determine who was the intended target. A man entered his home and just started shooting. This is the Daily Express, the Express papers in Trinidad. 4 dead children, the oldest being 19. Yeah. And this is the balance you have with newfound with wealth. Newfound otherwise, because Trinidad has been in oil for 100 years. That's a delicate balance. And you see, when you have that gap between rich and poor, that chasm growing as it is in our country, if we don't get ahead of crime, the influx of migrants, the Venezuelans, the Sudanese, everybody from every place, if you don't get ahead of crime, you're in trouble. Trouble in the dance. Folks, 4 dead, 5 wounded. And you heard the report out of the Express in Trinidad. The 4 died on the way to hospital. Clearly, there's a lot of anger there. A man just walks into a home and starts shooting indiscriminately. That's very worrying, folks. Very worrying. Very, very worrying. That's Trinidad. And they had a crime conference quite recently. The Commissioner of Police, what's her name again, or something, has come under severe criticism for her own lackluster performance since getting the nod for that top job there. First female Commissioner of Police in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, say what you will, Gary Griffith had his own idiosyncrasies. Right? He had his own plenty, loud and obnoxious, but he was strong on crime. And all of that step up. Love the fact we have women breaking the proverbial glass ceiling every step of the way. But all of that step up a little bit. Somebody help me with her name, the Commissioner of Police there in Trinidad and Tobago, or something. I'm forgetting it. Didn't plan to talk about her, but I can remember I keep reading all of the criticisms with her tenure. Right? And whether you're a woman or a man, we can't protect incompetence, whether we like people or not. That's why we tough on Ramson. You got to deliver the goods. You got to deliver the goods. You could imagine you Commissioner of Police in Trinidad and Tobago. It's nice time. You Sept. Orla need another job in her life. Orla need another job. That is why Gary Griffith out there. And Gary in retirement. Running your own political party now. Trinidad takes care of their public servants. Orla Sept. You see? Orla Sept. You a commissioner of police? You need a side hustle. Right? Now Gary just in it. Having a nice time. But you got to deliver. You got to deliver. Ramsey one and a gas customer. You get him about $2 million a month salary, all expense paid, housing, security, maid, free healthcare, the best healthcare in the world. Soon as y'all sneeze, they fly y'all out charter someplace. You got to deliver. Thanks very much. Jennifer Griffith, thanks very much. Orla Haywood Christopher, thanks very much. Commissioner of Police of Trinidad and Tobago, Orla Haywood Christopher. You got to deliver. Trinidad and Tobago, it's nice time. You are Commissioner of Police. You said, you got to deliver. Orla has to deliver. Commissioner of Police of Trinidad and Tobago, Orla Haywood Christopher, got to deliver. I'm a guy too. Well, we got some commissioner of police. You remember one they write himself and answer himself? He didn't write himself and answer back. He wrote to himself requesting permission to set up a gun dealership or something like that. And then he write back answering himself. Oh. Yeah. Now he batting for them boys. That's the crazy people in this place. That's the crazy people. Right? I'm certainly benefits of commercial police likes too in Guyana. We got to deliver. You only want in a vehicle with sirens. Wah wee, wah wee, wah wee, wah wee all the time. Gotta deliver. Step up. Step up and deliver. I saw we got Uncle Gordon pointing out, you know, non-essential or vehicles that got no reason to be in any emergency with sirens and lights flashing, wah wee, always boring traffic. That is my misery every day, trying to get between my home and the studio. Between every two corners, you got pulling. It's vehicles flying past all the time. Wah wee. Unassuming vehicles. Right? A little sunny, let's call it Nissan Sunny. You know, male got sirens now. The butler, the nanny, everybody got sirens. Yep. The ordinary guy needs to be just up on the one side. When the boys coming through, you got pulling. Honestly, sometimes I park the car and I stand up outside because I want to say, see them and the nonsense. I park in the car when I see them come in with the haste and the nonsense, right? And I stand up and I watching them in the face. I see the foolishness they're doing, couple. I see the nonsense you're doing. I park the vehicle and I stand up and I say, hey, who is you now with the siren coming through? And I watch them, sir. The dog catcher, the dog walker, the OB man, everybody related to them. The sirens coming through. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. Darling says the wild west. Right? So true Hector says full annoyance. It's so annoying. Missing Margaret Nelson at this end. Ria's ready to Margaret, man. Ria's ready to Margaret. We want to have Margaret back. Please and thank you. Right? I got broke out in my Tom Jones now. Please release her. Let her go. I want y'all to know. I gotta fall back. I want y'all to know. I gotta fall back, eh? this thing will work out, politics and these shows and so on. I gotta fall back. Yeah, I still thinking, protecting his voice, yeah. Protecting the voice. Mavis Davis Wells, Yolanda Thomas, protecting the voice. Yesterday we told you about the ExxonMobil scandal. With the audit, 214 million US dollars. That should be in Guyanese coffers. Overstated expenses by ExxonMobil should be in our coffers. A rogue bunch. The Ministry of Natural Resources, they bring down the money from 214 million Exxon OS to 3 million. Barjagna said he know what happened. Vikram Bar said he know neither. Right? But who know? Who know that the rogue elements, who they answer to? We is not fools. We is not fools. Sharon Castle Edwards a red flag. Sharon Castle Edwards a red flag. Correct is right. Red flag. Well, Christopher Ram brought out again this morning. He said we all set up the Petroleum Commission. We didn't have to wonder who had the responsibility to audit this money. Right? And these folks can come and tell us they believe in good governance. They believe in democracy. They believe in all of these things. October 5th is awards day or something like that. And the institutions that are supposed to function don't. Look how long it took them. And they're doing it on their own. It's because of you. You know, they push back all the time to set up the Judicial Service Commission, to set up the Police Service Commission, the Integrity Commission. It's only within the last 2 months. After severe criticism by people in the public realm, like Veronica Primo Rollins. Veronica, thanks for the thing, yeah? Veronica, thanks for the thing. Sonia Masikop, people like you speaking against mismanagement and their incompetence, the hustle belatedly to set up some of these things. But we're still waiting on the Petroleum Commission. Right? And you know why they wouldn't set it up? They love the fact that Jagno could call Vikram and instruct him. If you have the commission set up, you don't need them. And then they can try to pack the commission with a set of lackeys. Set up the commission if you believe in good governance. Set up the commission if you believe in transparency. Set up the commission if you believe in accountability. And that is what Ram is saying in this piece in, I think, Kaito News. That if the commission was set up, it would have prevented this confusion about the auditing of ExxonMobil's expense. So don't come around with funny. Barrett said, you know, but these people who gone and talking to Exxon is only GRA could audit. Vikram Sai support was there, Barrett saying. And then Ram told us yesterday, according to the Act, the minister has the purview to audit or to assign those audit functions to somebody. And that is how IHS Market, that company, got the audit for our spending from 1999 to 2017 and told us that some of this spending by ExxonMobil that they charged me for was overstated. And them boys gone now cooking them books from 217 to 3 million. Cooking the books. Yep. Believe it or not. That's what they're good for. That's what they trained them in Russia for. Cook the books. Books a red flag. They're good at cooking the books. While we're on that, remember I told y'all, while we're in the 592, about Region 6, REO, saying how they mulling the involvement of the police. They're mulling the involvement of the police. I'll try that. The mulling folks have taken to social media to say that they don't agree. They're aghast, as a matter of fact. Very strong language was used in one article. They are aghast at the way the management of Region 6 is being undertaken. And I know they're vexed with them people. They say they're very disturbed by what's happening in Region 6. You got the situation at the Johns, Port Morant, NDC, the phantoms on the payroll, the 50 million robbery, right? At the RDC office, the REO, they said he doesn't do well with criticism. It's a whole manner of things. You see, it's a whole manner of things that are impacting. And one fellow took to social media to say, what is happening here is foolishness. That's what he said. It's absolute foolishness. Trying to get specifically to my notes. It's utter foolishness. People are coming in this morning, folks. We want to welcome them. Hope they had a good night. Oh, no. So they're saying it's absolute foolishness. What's transpiring here in Region 6? I'm trying to find my precise notation. Right? Port Morant, this letter writer says, deserves transparency and responsible governance. That's what Rajendra Lakshman is saying. He said, I want to bring to your attention some deeply concerning issues that have plagued the Port Morant Neighborhood Democratic Council Region 6 quarantine over the years. The citizens of Port Morant have witnessed a disheartening spectacle of misrepresentation, misappropriation, and neglect by the NDC. I'm accused this morning. Rajendra Lakshman. Now, this is an area controlled by the PPP. Reagan says that historically votes for PPP, controlled by the PPP. Rajendra Lakshman. If I know them, it's the tribe. The citizens of Port Morant have witnessed this heartening spectacle of misrepresentation, misappropriation, and neglect by the Johns Port Morant NDC, same Port Morant NDC. They got the phantoms on the books. The NDC encompasses several critical constituencies. But its recent track record has been marred by controversies that warrant immediate scrutiny. While it is true that this NDC, along with its chairman, overseers, and councillors, found itself in local news on numerous occasions in the past, to compel to shed light on the most recent and troubling of events. The alarming incident involved an official associated with the NDC allegedly serendipitously employing at least 2 part-time government workers without the knowledge of the workers, and subsequently pocketing their salaries. Astonishingly, the regional commander, senior policeman, senior superintendent, Prasad Bacchus, has confirmed no reports of forgery or embezzlement related to the John Port Morant NDC have been brought to the attention of the police. Equally concerning is the chairman of the Regional Democratic Council, who has chosen to remain silent on the matter. Friends, family, and favorites. As it stands, the NDC has a substantial workforce of 103 part-time workers. Shockingly, the chairman has asserted that 48 of these individuals are employed directly by the overseer in question. Directly by the overseer in question. How much of the 103 are phantoms? How many of the 103 are phantoms? Friends, family, and favorites. Don't say we didn't warn you. Friends, family, and favorites. How many are phantoms? How many? You see, when you mix guns with jealousy, you're going to run. That's what folks are saying. Of this city constabulary employee, a totally prima facie misuse his service gun, his service revolver. They're telling us there's some triangle things happening here. That's what the folks are saying. We had our suspicions. We had suspicions. Right? Jealousy. That's what the headline says. Jealous city constable shoots colleague and her female and her male friend. This is a Kaichur News reporting. Jealous city constable shoots colleague and her male friend. Police are investigating a report of an alleged shooting incident committed on Jermaine Saul, a 48 female lance corporal attached to the city constabulary, who received a gunshot wound to her left hand, and Miguel Wilson, a 50-year-old overseas-based Guyanese of Section C Enterprise, East Coast Demerara, who received a gunshot wound to his left thigh. Shootout in the constabulary party. This occurred on Tuesday at the Border City Constabulary Outpost, and they say it was committed by a 50-year-old constable. Inquiries disclosed that Jermaine Saul and the suspect are co-workers and were both on duty at the Border City Constabulary Outpost. Overseas-based Miguel Wilson visited Jermaine. The female visited Jermaine Saul at her workplace, and the two then sat next to each other. Who tells them to do that? Sat next to each other chatting, much to the annoyance of the suspect. The suspect, who was armed with a service weapon, a .38 revolver with 6 live rounds, reportedly became furious at seeing Jermaine Saul and Miguel Wilson sitting together, leading to him pointing the firearm at both victims and firing 3 shots at them in the Wild Wild West. Folks, Wild West. You know, we love if we could make these things up. Right? Steve Tashu said the man's a Norwich man. The same man. Yolanda Thomas says she would be silly to have a relationship with him and encourage overseas friends to come there. Right? So, Marlon, you can't get the overseas friend now? Huh? You can't get overseas friend? Right? Brandy Anderson says jealousy. 3 shots. The man still don't get boiling up. Oh, Jermaine, come bring the fella here. It's disrespectful. That's not what we say. Oh, Jermaine don't do that. You look good. That's what the folks say. He discharged 3 shots. Folks, all of those things overcome you. You know, you get so worked up by situations. Right? You can imagine if we all give in to the temptation. We just walk around licking shots, as we say colloquially. You just walk around, Joshua, and you're licking shots because so much incense you on a daily basis. So much. Jamin, come there. She sit down, but she oversees base Guyanese. You see? And big uncle piling up inside. I know what German telling. I know what German doing or didn't do. What extra missions, right? But German bring Miguel Wilson, German Saul, bring Miguel Wilson. But she was in the heart. She didn't know what was in the heart. No, police said they can't find. That's the latest on that. Police said they can't find the shooter. Right? German and or Jermaine, Saul and Miguel sit down together. The man is there boiling up. Right? You ever boil up? That's a good question to ask. Y'all ever boil up? The man just there and he's boiling to no end. Be careful. He can control himself very well. Right? Now that could easily be um, attempted murder. 2 charges of attempted murder. As easy as that. And then German and what's his name? Wilson. Still gone down the road. Still gone down the road. German and Miguel. Gone down the road. And then you there here now. In trouble. It don't work it. There's a piling up. Jealousy. Guns. Bad combo. Folks, early in our program, Chile Boy Child, we're making the point. Right? We're making the point. Or when I see a coming there for the sugar bowl. Nothing in this country. Don't start in time. Don't finish in time. Sports hall, rebuilding, refurbishing, rehabilitating since January. They come back for money, but 4 times. I don't know if Ramson working on it himself, if he's good every day and not nail, that may be part of the problem. I don't know if it's in white. He's a supervisor. I don't know. Because like everything the ministry do, she got to be involved in. She probably is the brains of the operation. I don't know. Right? Roads are being built. They run into overrun. Edgel can go up. Right? You huff and puff. And then you get them more money and extend the time. Since I was about 2 years old, the Cherry Dragon International Airport, building under the PPP. It isn't done build yet, They're still knocking nail with hammer there. Painting, breaking down wall, building back up. When the Cherry Dragon International Airport finally finished building, it's probably going to be the most expensive airport in the world. When I'm finished, right? My children will have children, and their children will have children, and CGIA still building. That is the state of affairs. And that's like the East Bank Public Road, especially in the area of Diamond Grove. Since the time before, when we had cricket, the resurfacing, the patching, the digging way out. But I'm rolling finish him. Now Edgel run out to say, he swim out this morning. The traffic will be diverted somewhere for repairs to this road. That's what happening, folks. It's utter madness. Traffic, he says, road users should be alerted that traffic will be diverted. Let me get it right. Give your credible and valid vision. Light traffic to be redirected to Grove Bypass. That's the public road still being worked on. Still past the deadline, past the new deadline. This is like the Bamia Primary School. It comes to a standstill. Coordinates, roller go missing. You find it back. The contractor start back working. I just said now light traffic will be diverted. This is now filling up the repetition like the Jagat International Airport. Just billing and billing and billing. Right? Billing and billing and billing. The good book says, ever learning, never coming to the knowledge of the truth. That's the PPP. So, while repairs on the main road, you can be now diverted to the access road. Yep. And this road was repaired before now. This is like the fourth set of repairs in the last month. I don't know if maybe air traffic from Cherry Jagan being diverted here too. I don't know what they're transporting on this road. You see? But that is the state of affairs. And this road was recapped, was refurbished, was rebuilt in the last. As a critic, I can't remember what was that occasion. It's all of these things you gotta deal with. CPL, LCP, IPL. But before CPL here, when cricket was playing months before the other international match at the stadium, or matches, this road was recapped. Now they're saying light traffic. We got the back. More millions, more billions, more teeth in, more side hustle. That's what they say. Miguel Barrow, we ever learning, ever building, but we come to a conclusion. We're not coming to any conclusion. And sadly, that's the state of affairs. That state of affairs. Ever learning. Remember what the Region 10 regional chairman said? He said Linden is a place they send contractors to test out. You see, who testing on the road here in Diamond? I say sick of all of them. I say sick of all of them. Who testing out on the roads of Diamond? Sick and fed up of all of them. And fed up of being sick of all of them. Folks, that's going to do it for us this morning. That's our time. That's our program. Sick and fed up. And not finished there, you know. That contractor now getting to do this now for the fifth time. You run short, miss the deadline, and be given 2 or 3 deadlines and more money. This is now the new CGIA. Ever building, never coming to a conclusion. Never coming to a conclusion. Folks, thanks for joining our humble broadcast. That's going to do it for this weekend. Happy birthday again to Claudine LaRose Ducroix. Folks, we have that link pinned to our page on Facebook, page on YouTube as well, folks. We crave your indulgence. Partner with us. We can continue bringing you valid, credible information day after day, week after week, month after month. November coming is 3 years. 36 months, as easy as that. We're in the trenches, we're out here for one keep moving forward. Another 36. We are supported by you. So we can come and talk the things. We carry board by nobody. You can instruct us. They can instruct us what to do, where to go, how to cover. You see. Valid, credible information. Another thing unscripted, partner with us, folks. And before you go, hundreds of you are on the line. 1,400 of you I see here joined us this morning. 1,400 plus. Share the live. I only want like a 50%. I can send for 25%. Hell, I can send for 15%. Share the live before you go. Smash that emoji button before you go. Good folks. And partner with us as well. Please and thank you. Partner with us. Partner with we. I done said. And folks, as you get about there this morning, you're looking for a good justice of the peace. Commissioner votes, Traffy David. You want to recommend the Alistair Collins Forum. They're conveniently located on Lamaha Street, the bottom floor of the Callion Mall. This is Lamaha Street, closer to Waterloo, but between Camp and Waterloo Street on Lamaha Street. Down the ground floor, the downstairs floor of the Callion Mall. 649-6410. 649-6410. 685-6448. 685-6448. They got an incredible team. We use them all the time. We recommend them highly to you folks. That being said, or as a lecturer of mine at UG, she says, that being said, that being said. That's our time. That's our program. Mr. Brotherson, respect and manners. Mr. Brotherson, respect and manners. Folks, go ahead and have a fantastic day. We hope that you eke out some wins today. And you'll make some money too. Please and thank you. The right way, nonetheless. But make some money, folks. And live your life. Marcy Agard, Sharon Castle, Edwards, Tessa Eastman. Good to have you on the live. Jennifer Griffith. I see Dan Grimsani is here with us as well, folks. Thanks for being here with us this morning. Until our next podcast. Stay safe.